Hey everybody, it's Mel. Today I want to talk to you about the movie As Above, So Below. And for some reason, I can't read my script at all today, so I'm just going to talk to you about this movie.
You remind me so much of your father. But Scarlett, you must be more careful. His quest was a path to madness.
My father wasn't crazy.
Everyone who hunts for Flamel Stone is crazy. They all wind up dead.
It's a found footage film from 2014. It was directed by Erick Dowdle and co-written by him and his brother Drew Dowdle. It's a found footage horror film, so I think I look at it through a slightly different lens, but the issues that I have with it, I think are the same, some of the similar issues I would have with any horror film, such as continuing to engage in dangerous activity that continues to put you in peril. Even if people die, you are continuing to go down to the catacombs and to continue further looking for the Philosopher's Stone. So I have those kind of issues with a lot of horror films, like, why are you running upstairs? Why are you going into the bathroom? Those kind of, tropes that happen in horror films often. I would recommend watching it if you like horror films or found footage films. It definitely does share some similarities with movies like National Treasure, Indiana Jones, and Tomb Raider, but it's only in the fact that the main character is like an archaeologist researching and looking for like a sacred treasure.
My name is Scarlett Marlowe, and I'm a professor at University College London. I have a PhD in urban archaeology, a master's in chemistry, and another PhD in symbology. I'm also fluent in 4 spoken languages and 2 dead ones, and I am a black belt in Krav Maga, so watch out.
She's looking for something called the Philosopher's Stone. Scarlett is the main character. She's played by Perdita Weeks, and she does a good job of being a main character, but as far as being like a legendary archaeologist that finds numerous artifacts, you don't get that feeling, even though they show her kind of looking for another artifact before they go into the catacombs. This movie was actually filmed on site in the Paris catacombs, and that's one of the best parts of the movie is you get to explore the catacombs, and it helps build a relationship between the characters and the catacombs that the audience can really feel. You know, even if you don't buy into the fact that something's happening, like they're actually running through the catacombs when they're filming these scenes. So that aspect heightens the tension.
Come on, come on. What is that?
What was that? What did you...
Let's go back. Let's go back. Hey, how's that? Keep with us. We can't.
We can't go back.
We have to keep going.
Come on. Come on.
It really makes the catacombs a character in the film. They're not just a backdrop. The title of the movie, As Above, So Below, refers to the relationship of the macrocosm of everything to the microcosm of the events each character is experiencing. And they do a really good job of doing this because as the characters progress through the catacombs, they eventually progress into hell. And when they get to hell, each character experiences their own personal version of hell. It's not a communal thing that is the same for everyone. They all individually experience their own trauma in a very personal way. And I thought that was I thought it was an interesting way for all of them to, you know, kind of be terrified. But the thing that's really cool about it, as I mentioned before, is since all of these things they're going through are kind of loosely related, like the events aren't related individually, but each character is going through hell, and so it appears as though they're all in hell, so they're all related in that way. And you also get a sense that it's because they're in the catacombs. You meet several different types of like the Grim Reaper, perhaps. Like weird rock monster creatures, and all of it you feel like is controlled by the catacombs, by like where they are, the location. And even when they find the Philosopher's Stone, they find it in the catacombs, and it like punishes them for like setting off a booby trap while they're doing that. And you just get a feeling that everything is happening because of the location they're in. And that really brings everything together, because if you didn't have that cohesiveness, it would be a really scattered story where I don't think we would care about each individual character the way we do now. And that is one of the reasons I enjoyed this film. But I do believe that the main actress, Perdita Weeks.
What'd I say?
No, his little brother drowned in a cave when they were young.
You didn't know. It's fine. George, you all right?
Will be.
Yeah. You never return my calls after Turkey.
I know.
Just want to say that I'm really sorry for leaving you there.
I know.
I don't think the actress did a bad job, but I think the writers wrote her as someone that was just going after her goals. Like, she doesn't make sure her team is prepared with proper equipment. She doesn't give them all the information about what they're doing. She's like very secretive and hides information that could help them. So although she does a great job playing the character, I think the character is just kind of weak. She is a powerful, like, leading actress in the film, but she's not going to be remembered in the way that remember like Laura Croft and expect to see her on other journeys in new movies. I think if you like found footage movies and if you like horror films, you should definitely watch this movie. If you liked the movie The Descent, I think you'll have a great time with this film. And I would not recommend it if you're not a fan of either found footage or horror, but that's just because, you know, if you're not a fan of those genres, I wouldn't recommend you watch movies in those genres anyway. Thank you guys.